Okay, somebody suggested in the comments that I should do a video about advice for single guys coming to Thailand or something along those lines. And while I've sort of done that in the past, I've given, advice about different topics. I've never done like a general video advice for guys coming to Thailand, single guys. Who, I guess when you say single guys, I guess you could assume they're looking for a girlfriend, a wife, or just, some company. So yeah, I think that's a good video to so yeah, I think that's a good topic to do a video on. And I'll tell you what I know about that, or what I think about that. So first of all, I guess probably the first thing you would be wondering is, where would I go in Thailand as a single guy? Now, let's say that you are looking for the nightlife, you're looking for all that Thailand can offer, as far as nightlife and as far as finding women to take back to your room, or maybe even finding a decent, girlfriend that you might come visit again or something. So the first thing I would do is book a trip to Bangkok, fly into Bangkok, start there. There are some nightlife areas around there. Soy Cowboy is interesting for sure. Nana Plaza is okay. It's okay to go. I mean, you should see it, right? If you're thinking about going to Thailand, it's one of the places that you should see as a single guy. It's different than Soy Cowboy. It's considerably different, but basically the same thing. So basically, when you come to Bangkok, Nana Plaza or Soy Cowboy, or one of the other ones, which I won't even mention because I don't want you to go there, you'll find clubs that are basically for girls to dance on poles and stuff. Like, they hang on the pole half excitedly and move around to the music a little bit. They'll try to make eye contact with somebody that they like from the audience. Hopefully that person will maybe buy them a drink when they quit dancing. They make a little bit of money off the drinks. They have a quota they have to meet in order to remain. Well, they stay there anyway. They just owe the bar if they don't make their quota, right, each month. So they have a certain number of bar fines probably that they have to do as well. And that's kind of how that works. You simply ask the girl, how much should take you back to my hotel? Usually I don't know what it would be anymore. In the past, it was a bar fine was usually like 300 baht, 500 baht. The fee for the girl herself would be 1,000 baht in a club or something, 1,000 baht or more, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. I knew somebody who owned a club in Phuket, and we got to be friends. He told me that the girl that serves the drinks was offered 37,000 or 40,000, something like that, 37 or 40,000 to go with one of the customers. Who, this girl never goes with customers. She's just serving the drinks, but she was really sweet, and I think she did it one time. She did it the second time she was offered. So then that's how that works. There are clubs that you can walk into. You won't feel too weird as a single person. There'll be other single guys there. There will be a bar area, more than likely. There will be a seating area around the dancers, more than likely. And you just go and sit and drink, and if you like somebody, you pick somebody out. There are fish bowls, a different type of venue, completely. A fishbowl is just girls behind a glass, sometimes not. But quite often it's glass window. have numbers on them. You choose a number. Girl comes out, talks to you. You buy her a drink. If you like her, you just ask her how much is it. And prices, who knows what they are today? I don't know. 500 baht to take her home. Up to 2,000, 3,000 baht. I'm guessing. Those can be found in just about any Thai, well, literally in any Thai town. You can be in a small town somewhere. You might drive by at night and look, and there's like 10 girls sitting in a window. That's a fishbowl. Some of the fishbowls are obvious like that. Some are not. Some you have to go into the place to find the fishbowl. You sit down and drink. You shouldn't ever feel odd about going in there by yourself. Everybody is by themselves. Every now and then you'll see a couple of Thai guys together. And then you do the deed like actually right there on the premises. They have a room, and usually they have like a soapy bath or something like that, and that's how that goes. Other places for night, and you have massage places where they'll do the happy ending for you. You have massage places where they'll do oil massage. If it ever says traditional on the sign, it's probably really like traditional, and they're not going to give you the happy ending. I mean, they may as well. It's hit or miss then. What else could I tell you? Those are the only places I would really recommend. There are other places like where they do shows, like crazy stuff, like girls inserting stuff and shooting stuff out of their privates. I don't know. I don't get anything out of that. Saw the first thing like that in Hawaii when I was 19. And pretty much after that, I never sought that kind of stuff out. I don't know, it just wasn't enjoyable, really. I mean, it's fun, when you're a kid, and it's funny what happens. Like, we had a number of very funny experiences. I won't go into it, but yeah, like funny stuff can happen, at a place like that. Better if you're with friends, because it could be really funny. Anyway, there are other places besides Bangkok, of course. Pattaya is about 90, is it 90 miles or 90 kilometers? I think it must be kilometers. Oh, could be miles, I can't remember. It's 90 something. It's a couple hours away from Bangkok, unless your taxi driver is driving like a madman, which they sometimes do. Pattaya, the whole place is just, almost anybody you see is available. You can ask them. I was sitting in the lounge of a hotel, and the two girls that worked there, one girl came over and then the other came over. We're talking. Pretty soon they're rubbing my leg. I mean, it's pretty much everybody's for sale there. And nobody's shy about it. Everybody understands what the game is. Everybody's trying to make some extra money. Pattaya is a relatively safe place. You don't want to get drunk. You don't want to act stupid. You don't want to be out by yourself after midnight or so, walking around in a place where there's no other people or few people. You don't want to do that, whether you're a man or a woman. There are robberies. Sometimes a gold necklace will be snatched, or somebody will be robbed of their wallet or something like that. It's Pattaya is a little more crazy. Bangkok is actually safer, I guess, because there's more people all the time, right? Pattaya, I enjoyed a couple times, and then it's just too much for me. The ladyboys are rampant and a bit crazy. The atmosphere there is charged up. The music is blasting. Many people on drugs. I mean, there's people on drugs all over, but Pattaya really seems to bring out the people that are on drugs. Ladyboys are nuts and aggressive. It's hard to tell a ladyboy from a girl if you're drunk, especially. I was fooled twice. Once on my motorbike, I told her, "Come on my motorbike." I thought it was a girl for sure. The other time was just talking to somebody for like an hour. I was fairly drunk, and I thought for sure it was a girl. Later, my landlord said he was there at the club. He said, "No, that was a lady boy." I said, "Nah, I'm sure." So I had her number, so I called her, and a man answered, and I was like, "Okay, whatever." Um, Pattaya. So Pattaya is like pretty hardcore. Pattaya tends to be cheaper because there's more people there, more people focused on going home with you. Um, the quality of girl from Bangkok seems to be the best. Pattaya is fine, you know. Pattaya seems to be on par with Phuket, Patong Beach. Uh, the whole Patong Beach area at night is very similar to Pattaya, but not on such a big scale. Um, Patong Beach is generally the Soy Bangla stretch, the Soy Bangla Road, and it has a lot of little streets that are connected just right off of Soy Bangla, and bars everywhere, just like Pattaya. So the situation is very much the same. It's a beach town. Um, I like Phuket better. It just seems nicer. The surroundings are far nicer. The island is amazing on the west coast. The beaches are very nice, white sand, very very nice. And so even when it's crowded, it's not really crowded. You know, there's so many beaches on the west coast, the whole way up the coast, and they're all nice. On the east coast, not nice. The it's like sandy mud, not very nice. Rawai is something some expats like to go to and stay in. Rawai, I don't see the allure of it. It's mostly for, I don't know if it is. It's mostly older guys that just tend to like the laid back atmosphere there a little better. It might be a little safer for sure. Um, Phuket can be crazy, not so safe, especially at night, especially by yourself, especially when you're drunk, especially if you're causing trouble. Phuket has, you know, the massage. Phuket has the fish bowls. Phuket has the clubs. Uh, I don't know. I find it a better experience for sure. I guess I find it better because during the daytime there's actually something to do, except sit around in a bar and drink, or sit around in your hotel and drink. You know, whatever. In Pattaya, that just seems like that's the focus. Just being like a slug and sitting around and drinking or eating, or you know, there's nothing really to do. Pattaya area sucks. I hate it. There's nothing to do. There's an island out there. There's too many people. There's too many speedboats. There's too many damn jet skis. It's just I don't like it at all. Tell you the truth. So if you're coming for the nightlife, hit those areas, check them out, see which one you like best, spend your time there, enjoy yourself. There's maybe nothing like it in the world even now. So I was there like 15 years ago and more, and it was amazing. It was definitely something different. Today it's probably very much the same, or it will be when people start to come back. You know, tourism starts to come back. So that's what you would do as a single guy. I think if you're a single guy that comes here looking for a girlfriend, a real girlfriend, like a not a bar girl, not a prostitute. If you're looking for someone that you might date short term or long term, um, I have different advice. I would suggest you go to a place like that you would like. For me, it would be something like Krabi, or it could be Phuket, but just not in the center of Soy Bangla, center of Phuket Beach, Patong Beach rather. The rest of the island is very nice in Phuket. I would go to Phuket. I would go to Krabi. I would go to places where people still speak some English, because like what I would really suggest is that you go to the Northeast and that you have learned some Thai before you go, because you'll find the best people there, the nicest people, friendliest, Very, very safe. Um, Little to do, but the emphasis is really on relationships in the Northeast, in small towns or big towns. And that would be the way to do it. Would be to learn some Thai first before you go. And I mean, not just hello, how you doing, but I mean some considerable. So you can speak about the weather. You can ask them where they're from, where were they born, did they go to school, did they go to college, do they have kids, what is your family like? You have brothers and sisters? Do you have kids now? Um, where have you lived in the country? Did you ever go outside of Thailand? What did you study at university? Like, if you just learn those things, plus all the colors, plus some food, plus the basic words that you will use in a conversation, that way you can listen and actually pick up something that they're saying as well. Because, so the best people to date and to find are in the Northeast. Yes, there are universities there where girls go to college for tourism, for English, for things like that, and you can find some girls that speak some English. I was super lucky to find my wife, but I was a teacher and looking for an assistant that taught English, and she just graduated English program. Her English was exceptional already. I mean, exceptional compared to everybody else I interviewed. So that was very nice. So that can happen. How else would you find to target somebody who graduated with an English degree, except if you're a teacher and you're looking for an assistant or something, or you go to a school and there's other teachers there that speak some English? That would be a good way to do it. Coming here to teach English in order to meet people like teachers and doctors and nurses and other people that speak English already would be a good idea. If you have the time, it's difficult to learn Thai. For me, it was very difficult. I stopped learning after I knew like 2,000 words or so because I noticed I didn't enjoy talking. Like after I met my wife, I mean, to talk to Thais, to be honest, I don't do it much. I tend to ignore people. I don't want to talk, anymore. First few years, yeah, I liked it. It was fun. Lately, I've been here 17 years. If I talk to Thais, it's for a reason. It's my motorbike needs fixed, or something like to get something done. And so I can do that almost always. And so I know enough. I don't care to speak anymore in Thai. I just don't care. And that's just the way I am. Don't apologize for it. I don't really care to interact with people much on a daily basis in Thai. All my work is in English. Everything I do is in English. I talk to my family in English. Anyway, so if you're a single guy that's looking for a girlfriend or something like that, I would learn some Thai for sure. Then choose what to do. I mean, you can go to Ubon Ratchathani, which is where I started. You can go to Khon in the Northeast. You can go to Chiang Mai, would be a good place. Many people speak English. Huge city, beautiful mountains, shitty air during much of the year. So check it out. When is the worst air? It's probably December to May. Just some horrible air. And outside of that, it's not all that great because they're still burning crops whenever they want. That's why we don't live there. Otherwise, it's very nice. I would definitely go to Chiang Mai. I would probably start in Chiang Mai. That's probably the best place. Lots of people speak English, lots of educated Thais, lots of universities, dense population in the area, lots of foreigners. So a lot of the people that run restaurants and things that cater to foreigners, they also speak English pretty well. How long have I talked? 20 minutes. Wow. Um, what else for a single person coming to Thailand? What else is there? The gay scene, Pattaya and Phuket, Patong Beach would also be good for that. Um, gay people, trans people, ladyboys, they tend to speak English more so than Thai girls. They tend to be more outgoing than Thai girls for sure in speaking English because they're just more confident. They're just more desperate, right? Uh, yeah, I guess. I mean, it's just mostly when a single guy is thinking about coming to Thailand, he's coming for relationship reasons or sex reasons, right? If you're coming for adventure, Chiang Mai is really cool. There's a lot to do. Phuket Island is really great. There's a lot to do. Koh Samui is pretty cool. Smaller and more people, but there's a lot to do. If you're coming for exploring the mountains and hiking and things, Chiang Mai is great. Um, Phuket is pretty okay, pretty good. Krabi is pretty good. If you want to explore the islands and you really want to see beach life and consider retiring on a beach or something like that, you should go to Koh Chang. You should go to Koh Lanta in Krabi. You should go to Phuket. The whole thing is an island. Phuket is a big island. You should go to Koh Phi Phi. You should see some of the other islands, Koh Yao Yai, Koh Yao Noi. Between Krabi and Phuket, those are both big islands. You should go to Riley Beach is a beach scene. It's not an island, but it's kind of landlocked. So you should go see that. It's pretty cool. Koh Phangan, other islands that are close to Koh Samui, like Koh Tao, Koh Phangan. If you really want to see great beaches and things like that, I mean, just stunning, go to Phang-Nga, Phang-Nga, Phang-Na, Phang-Na, Phang-Na. It's north of Phuket Island, and it's west of Krabi. It's a province, has the Similan Islands, just really amazing national parks. Some parks are on the beach, but the islands are really exceptional. I would say best islands in Thailand for sure. Go see those. Other mountain areas, Nakhon Si Thammarat has some great mountains for finding wildlife, nature. There's hikes, there's trails available, huge climbs. I mean, almost 2,000-meter climbs, vertical distance, vertical elevation rather. Yeah, I would just target things that you want to do, explore the areas, try to find an area that you like, that you might come back to the next time and explore a little further. It's hard to do everything in a week, 2 weeks. You know, if you're from America, you probably have a week vacation or something. It's hard to do that much. Basically, your first trip will be to scout different areas for 1 day, 2 days at a time and try to hit a lot of places and see what you like. Next time you come back, you can focus on the places that you found that you liked. Okay, that's probably all I have to say about this. I'm not a single guy. I haven't been for 15, 16 years. But that's my take on it. There's probably lots more videos about this. All right, hope that helps somebody. All right, cheers.